And we are live.
Alright, welcome everyone to tonight's session of A World on Fire. Where we last left off, the majority of the party was fighting the fallen angel Duchess of the first layer of hell, Avernus, the Lady Zariel. The party members that had been imprisoned in the stronghold of the Lawbearer within Vasselheim was freed by a fellow follower of Asher, or in now Rosgrees, and this new friend, Athos, or I guess this one would be Trithos, or Athos 3, however you like to call him. He was able to teleport the three of them back to the ship because the party was in battle, and they had just arrived on the scene to help, and then we were going to cut over to the last party member who was alone because she had passed on. Yes, she is dead. Our favorite drow monk, Rowan, died at the hand of the very same Zariel the party is fighting currently. So
There's multiple?
I mean, technically, if you want to bring multiverse theory into this.
Okay, well, let's
I would like to not bring multiverse theory into this.
So,
I mean, if you...
we pick up with Rowan. Rowan, the first thing that you notice after being embraced by the cold touch of death,
after falling, after being incinerated and then falling from the sky.
Yep. You realize something. You can't feel your arms or legs.
Oh, this is a great start. Cool.
And as you kind of flop around to try and get a look at yourself and look down at your body, your body seems to have transformed into some kind of gray-skinned worm body.
What the?
And you look around, and you are surrounded with many of these gray worm creatures, all of which have vague humanoid faces at one end of their worm bodies.
I was excited to know what happened, but I want to go back. I don't want to be here anymore. It's so gross. Moving on.
So, Rowan, what do you do?
What the fuck do I do? I don't know. Cry. What the fuck, Mike?
Your tears are drowned out by the crying of all your fellow worms.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so
because you are not the only one crying.
Are we like teeny tiny worms, or like how big are we, worm sized?
Unclear, as you don't really have anything.
Okay, so other than
to
worms,
get
what else do I
scale
see?
from? What's that?
I guess other than worms, what else do I see?
Well, if you like, you can wiggle out of the pile of worms and try to get a point of vantage and look around.
Trying to wiggle out of the worms. Ew.
Alright. So, go ahead and make, so this would be a dexterity check. However, currently your dexterity modifier is -1. So roll
I'm a
1d20
worm.
minus 1.
Oh wow, you really gotta have to make me do this when I'm on a fucking iPad. Hang on, roll.
I'm not the one
minus
that got your computer situation. I would be a lot more forgiving if it was a broken computer and not just.
To be fair, I am getting a new computer.
Oh, okay.
But,
yeah, she bought it and everything.
I did buy it and everything.
Oh, did Josh help with that?
No, I mean a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit. But
Oh, all right.
I didn't get it
I
from
was,
Best Buy,
yeah, I convinced her to buy it.
Oh,
but...
okay. I didn't know if you did like some kind of like Best Buy deal or something for.
Oh, I don't have that kind of authority.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think his Best Buy authority reaches to Canada.
I don't know,
it's a little
man.
far. But no, we were just
I was
talking
able to
about it
use
and
his
then-
discount in Florida, so I don't. That's a greater distance than Canada
Yeah,
is.
but Best Buy Canada and Best Buy America are the same yet completely different.
Ah, separate but equal.
Exactly. Well, I mean, not really equal if you think about the dollar. Anyways, moving on. I rolled an
Anyway.
18.
Yep, you rolled an 18, so you are able to wiggle out of the pile of human-faced worms that you are one of.
So, how many, roughly, human-faced worms does it look like there are?
Dozens.
Ew. Okay, gross. Yeah, get me out of the worm pile.
All right. And you wiggle to the top of the pile to get a vantage point. And you realize that the pile of worms that you are a member of seems to be on some kind of barge that is making its way down a river.
I'm okay. How big? Can I now tell how big I am in relation to, I don't know, this barge? Am I like regular worm sized? Or like
Well, you can see at one end of the barge there is a cloaked figure that is steering the barge. And assuming that figure is a medium creature, then you would be able to tell that you are a humanoid-sized gray worm thing. So you
that
are
makes it
also
better
a
or
medium
worse?
creature.
I really don't know if that makes it better or worse. Okay, cool. Is there anyone else on this barge other than me, my worm homies, and the dude driving the barge?
Nope.
Can I wormy wiggle my way to the person driving the barge?
Sure. You wormy wiggle your way there with your speed of 20 feet.
Oh my god, please end me again.
Go to Mega Underworld. Mega Afterlife.
Can I just wormy wiggle my way off the
What
barge
happens
and
when a
fully
dead
end
creature
myself?
dies?
Oh my god.
Alright.
Surely they become re-alived?
Obviously, it's just a circle.
No, see, you think you become like you think it's like a double negative becomes a positive, but it's actually then you start getting into imaginary numbers, so you become an
God.
imaginary person.
You know what? At least I wouldn't be an imaginary worm.
You hope.
You don't know that.
Okay, anyways, I wormy wiggle at 20 feet because my life is horrible. Okay, God.
Mm-hmm.
Does this person turn around as I wormy wiggle towards them?
Well, they're facing you. They're like in the back
okay.
of the barge, facing
Oh,
forward.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, and as you get closer and see the cloaked figure, you you recognize what this creature is. You have seen this creature before, not this one specifically, but a creature like it. This is a Marinoloth. which is a Yugoloth that basically is hired to basically steer ships from place to place. The where you had run into a Marinoloth before was the Marinoloth that was hired to take you guys from the Abyss to Hell to save Kato.
Yep.
Yeah.
A different vibe. Can I talk as a wormy worm? Do I have a mouth?
You do have a mouth. You have wailed from that mouth earlier when you were crying.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you for the reminder. Yep. All right. Do I still sound like me?
Do you try speaking?
I guess.
Alright. As you try to speak a coherent sentence, the only thing that comes out is a low guttural wailing sound.
All right. Well, yeah,
As
okay.
you know all the languages that you knew in life, but can't speak.
I also have no arms, ergo can't sign. All right, cool. So I'm just a wailing worm.
Yep.
Does the Marinoloth look at me at all as I'm wailing?
Well, if you would like to get his attention, you can make a charisma check. Your charisma modifier is -4.
Okay, well, I mean, what else am I gonna do on this boat? Let's roll 1d20 -4. That's a depressing number. I forgot the space.
You're doing great.
13.
Okay.
Better than I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah, you seem to get the Marinoloth's attention. And you hear the Marinoloth's voice enter your mind as it speaks to you telepathically. And it says, "Be patient, wretch. Your fate lies before you."
Okay, cool. So he's not much of a homie. Alright. Can I talk back to him telepathically, or is it like a one-way thing?
You can talk back, because you're no longer having to rely on your worm mouth.
My worm wailing?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Where? Where am I going? Where are we? And why am I a worm?
It seems whatever life you lived, when you died, there was no one who wanted you. So you have found your way here.
Oh god.
This depressing place are the three glooms of the underworld. You are in Hades now.
Are we in hell? No, right?
What's that?
Or is Hades just another word for hell? Indeed.
Hades is a separate plane from Hell. Unlike the alignment chart, if lawful evil people go to Hell, And chaotic evil people go to the Abyss. Neutral evil people go to Hades.
Cool.
Fuck.
Alright. Sick. Try to save your friends. Get sent to Hades. Brutal.
Yeah, it could be worse. At least it isn't hell.
I mean, fair, but at least I've been there.
Yeah, see, hell at least is the enemy we know.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been to Hades. Do you hear?
Well, gotta collect the whole set.
Exactly. I guess, yeah. I've collected the trio. I've collected the Abyss card, the Hades card. And so I created Exodia. Does that mean I get to go home?
You're like the guy from Saving Private Ryan who has the dirt from every country he's fought in.
I've collected a marina lock in every single land. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay. Did he answer why I was a worm? Is this just...
All new souls that come to Hades have the same wretched form, that of the larva, that will soon become your true form, that which you will spend the rest of existence wallowing in.
Did you mean by nobody wanted me? My friends were still up there. Why?
I do not speak of mortal powers. I speak of greater powers.
What? Maybe being a worm's not so bad if at least it means I won't have to face Baylor. So I won't be a worm forever?
No.
Well,
You will become worse.
what's worse than a worm?
That is for the fates to decide.
Listen, there must be some mistake. Maybe you can just hop me on a different barge going the other direction. I'm not supposed to be here.
I am not your judge. If you have complaints, wait until you have been processed.
Like a complaint box I can fill out a form. How
Gotta
long
file a
until
complaint
we
with
get
8.
where we're going?
You have to file a complaint with HR, Hades Resources.
These resources, and I have a feeling the line's long.
It's a good guess.
It's one of those things where you pull out the number tab, and it's just like the infinity symbol on like your number to be called.
Yeah. Alright. Anything else you would like to do as this larva creature?
I mean, this barge probably isn't that big, and there's probably not much to do on it.
That's correct.
I also have no arms and no legs. I'm just a worm. I guess, I don't know, can I study some of the other worms? Do I recognize any of the other worms? Probably not, but who knows?
Sure. Make a perception check. Your wisdom modifier is +0.
Oh, 6, so just a d20.
Yep, just a d20 on that one.
Alright, cool.
Just a bunch of
Wailing worms, yep.
featureless faces. No one that you notice.
And every, like, around us is just, what does it look like around us other than the barge? for just like going
So,
down a river?
the barge is on a river that the liquid looks as black as ink. And then, past the river, you see a barren wasteland of gray in every direction.
Yeah, well, I guess there's not much to do as a worm. She'll probably mutter really, really helpless prayers in her head, but yeah, that's about all she's gonna do with her time down the river.
Alright.
Sing myself some sea shanties. Really depressing sea shanties.
And they sound depressing too, as they're all just a bunch of.
Oh god. You know what? I sing them in my head. I don't like the sound of myself.
Alright. Well, then. With that, we will jump back to the rest of the party. As you are in mid-combat with Zariel.
No, that's okay. Go back to Rowan.
Forgot about that.
I don't want to be a worm.
Alright.
Time to go back to pink mode.
You know what? I was gonna say maybe make friends with her, but you know what? Fuck that bitch. She made me a worm.
So last time we ended with Axiom's turn, so we will pick back up with Zariel's turn.
I'm on the splash screen.
Same.
What's that?
I'm not on the combat screen.
Yeah, I was just about to hand
okay.
you guys over. Yep.
I thought everybody else was already there. My
Oh,
bad.
no, that's something I have to do. I have to bring people over.
Thank God we don't have to re-roll initiative.
Yep. Alright. So, at the beginning of Zariel's turn, you see some of her wounds close.
Miss, can you stop it? Stop that.
What was the other Watcher's name?
Duke.
Duke. So cute. Okay.
Yep. Which he is the slightly darker token.
Yep.
Because he has the darker personality.
He's Watcher if he was edgier.
Not necessarily edgy, just pompous. He is a pompous little dog.
It's because I raised a good boy.
A heckin' good boy.
A heckin' good flying boy.
Alright. So... let's see here... I don't remember if Zariel has her Horrid Touch, so I will roll now to see... We'll just assume that she doesn't have it, and then I'll roll to see if she gets it back. Because I honestly don't remember.
She actually did use it, so you are on the right track.
I know she used it at some point, I just don't remember
I
if
don't
she had
think
gotten
she.
it back.
I think she used it twice actually, and it hurts
Yeah.
every time.
Exactly. Alright, she did not get her Horrid Touch back this time.
Whoa! Small victories.
Alright. And then Shilk is still grappled by her flail. So then she will use her sword to attack. She'll attack Shilk because if she can bring him down, then she gets her flail back. So she'll do that first. All right, and I'm fairly certain that hits.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. So Shilk, you take 44 points of slashing and fire damage.
I'm not going down without a fight. Uncanny dodge.
Okay. So halve to 22.
1 HP in a dream, guys. 1 HP in a dream.
What
Yeah.
if
Go, she'll go.
we're if anything, we'll at least make sure she doesn't get her flail back.
So then she'll just attack Shilk again with her second sword attack.
Oh no.
Bring it on!
Oh, okay.
I think he has a
And
plan. I think he's just saying to bring it on.
I believe 24 hits as well.
Ooh, actually, my AC's 30. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, it does.
Hooray.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, and then she rolled a hell of a lot more than 1 damage.
What do you mean?
Yep.
That's such a hard number to beat.
So Shilk is unconscious. And then she will let go of Shilk's unconscious form to throw her flail. Let's see. Oh, hey, Axiom's in range. She'll throw it at Axiom.
No, you don't. You don't have to do that.
Oh wait, you know what? I forgot last time. Vanya shot her
Oh,
several times.
nah,
But
that
Saga
wasn't
punched
me.
her.
So then, instead, she will turn away from the beaten up people here and turn towards the new threats. And Saga, you get an attack of opportunity as she leaves your range.
I'll take it.
Whoa.
Well, I'll just click. Oh. Well,
That is not enough to hit.
yeah. Back to your
Um,
good old self. That damage.
So she will move here, right next to Gesh, and then she will throw her flail over at Vanya. It's not advantage. Alright. So that will hit Vanya.
It doesn't take much, so.
Vanya, you're not resistant to fire damage, right?
Nope. I'm resistant to radiant damage.
Okay. So then you take 58 points of bludgeoning and fire damage. And then I need you to make a strength save for me.
Hold on. Gotta find anything in my gosh darn it. I put my Slayer's Prey on her, didn't I? Doesn't look like it because I didn't roll the damage, so
Yeah, I was
nope.
gonna say I don't remember you doing that because
Nope.
I think you had to dash to get there as a bonus.
Oh, yeah, I did. You're right.
Yeah.
Strength, you said?
Strength. Yes, strength save. All right, that is not enough. You
think
are grappled, restrained, and pulled 10 feet closer to Zarin.
Great, that's where I want to be. Thanks.
Because he would actually be right there. All right. All right. And that is Zariel's turn, which brings us to Gesh.
Oh, joy. Well, any spells I have will be at disadvantage because she's right next to me, so.
Unless they're like a saving throw.
You say that like I know what spells I have. Screw it, I'll just use Sunburst.
Okay. And where are you placing the source of this sunburst?
Oh, wait, that's a 60-foot circle. Never mind, screw that.
Yeah, because that's
I
probably
forgot.
going to hit everybody.
I confuse Sunbeam and Sunburst constantly. Sorry. My mistake.
It's alright.
Hmm. Crap, there's really nothing I can do. I'm just going to, disengage as my action and move away.
Okay. Anything as a bonus action?
Nah.
Okay. So then that will bring us to the top of the order with Vanya.
Yeah. I don't really want to be here.
Sure.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action to Misty Step
Alright.
to right over here. And then I would like to shoot her.
Okay. Okay, yeah, those
Nice.
both hit. For 35 points of damage.
That's all I got.
Alright.
Do you has heal? Oh no, you used bonus. Never mind.
I already used my bonus action.
It's okay.
Alright. Shilk. Death save, please.
You got it. All right.
Nice.
Alright, that's
So
one
close.
success
Woo.
for Shilk. Saga, it's your turn.
Yep. I don't know if I should get Shilk up or leave it to Axiom and try to. You know what? I should probably try to be in her face. What's it to take a potion again?
It's a bonus action to take it yourself. It's an action to feed it to somebody else.
Okay. I feel bad not doing it, but I tried to be in face. I'm gonna take myself a superior healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
How much is that again? 4?
Superior, that is 8d4 plus 8.
8? Maybe I shouldn't do that one. And then a greater is 4.
Greater
I'm
is
gonna take
4.
the 8. 8, the superior. I feel bad. I'm gonna take the greater.
Okay.
4. I'm sorry, someone else will heal you.
Alright. You heal 17 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I'll just go to the healer of my people. Wait a minute.
Axiom's the healer, not me.
It's true. I didn't take cleric for nothing.
And then I will run up to her. And I will attack her with my sword.
Alright.
Hiya! Oh.
21 just barely hits.
I'll smite.
Okay. Alright. For 20 points of damage.
And then I attack again.
And 18 will miss.
For miss. I'm glad I smited first one. That's everything.
Yep. Alright. That brings us to the Athos, who is shimmering with his adamantine shell, making him invulnerable to all damage.
As one is.
Yep. He then draws his scimitar, and will use his bonus action to start his blade song as his scimitar starts glowing with a eerie spectral light. And then he will move up and make 2 attacks against Ariel. And something that I found out that they updated on the Blade Singer for Tasha's is that when the Blade Singer takes the attack action, one of his attacks gets to be a cantrip if he wants.
Man, they just.
Oh, damn.
Damn, that
Yeah.
fuck. Blade
well,
Singer
alright
just. Damn.
Yep. I also like that now they can do their blade song a number of times equal to their proficiency bonus per long rest instead of just twice per short.
Damn. They just like. Pump this fucking class.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck, you can add your intelligence.
They probably looked at the Blade Singer and was like, it's good, but it can be better. Insert Pedro Pascal meme.
God damn it.
It's the only good thing that came out of that movie.
Agreed.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Alright. And hold up here. I need to fix this macro because it's not set up for this for some reason. Alright, there we go. Alright, so first attack actually misses, unfortunately. And that would have been the Booming Blade, so the Booming Blade misses.
Oof.
Second attack. Hey, that's more like it. And then he will also smite. Wow, that is some shit damage.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
better
at
than
fourth level.
9.
True. Alright, so that is 20 plus 21, 41 points of damage to Zariel. Alright. And that is Athos' turn. Brings us to Amity.
Okay. I'm gonna do Mass Cure Wounds.
Alright.
To everyone that needs it, especially Shilk.
What? I don't need it.
He'll be fine.
Alright, then never mind.
I need it! Alright. Yeah. So I think that's enough for anybody that wants it can heal 15 hit points.
And I'm close enough to watch her. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Max would be 28. No, 29.
29, yeah.
29.
Nice.
Alright. Anything as a bonus action, Amity?
Nope.
Alright. Axiom, it's your turn.
Alright. And now for another Mass Cure Wounds for 16 hit points to everybody except Athos.
Yep. Because he's still at full and immune to all damage.
Exactly 69 hit points.
Nice.
I have less than half of that.
Alright. Anything as a bonus action, Axiom?
You know what? We'll use the embodiment of the law to give a bless to Athos, Saga, and Vanya.
Cool. Athos, Saga, Vanya, hashtag blessed. And embodiment of the law, that just lets you cast an action spell as a bonus action, right?
Yeah, it just speeds up the casting.
Okay.
It's like a quicken spell for clerics.
Right. I wasn't sure if there was like an additional part of that. Alright. Cool. So that was your turn, which will bring us to Zariel. She doesn't get her full healing because of the damage she took. But she does get a little bit of healing from her sword. Not that much, though. Alright. So, she doesn't like that she's now getting smited from both directions.
Get over it.
It's just a nice smite sandwich. Get used to it.
Yikes. Alright. So, she's going to. Oh, well, let me see if she gets her horrid touch back. Forgot about that. She does not. Okay. She is going to attack Saga with her sword once.
Grr.
All right. I rolled a natural 20.
Hype.
So as you guys watch, Saga kind of runs up after healing her potion and is attacking Zariel. And Zariel just turns around and decapitates Saga.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Saga is dead.
Alright then!
Worm life!
I'm coming, Rowan.
No, you're going somewhere else.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Somebody wants you.
Pretty sure you've been a good girl. And
Somehow I have two gods in my backstory and neither of them wanted me. How does that even happen?
Great question. You should look into that while you're in worm form.
Why I'm a fucking worm? Yeah, you
Do
think?
some deep introspection on
Yeah.
So now that
Sometime, not a long time. Bye.
so now that Saga is dealt with, she'll turn around and deal with the other person smiting her, which is Athos, and she'll attack with a flail to grapple him up. Which she does so. Not doing any damage because he's immune to damage. But he still has to make the strength save to be grappled by her or not. That is not high enough. So she grapples Athos, and then she will attack Athos. And her sword just seems to kind of like grind off of his body, as her sword is unable to do damage to Athos directly. Alright. So that will bring us to Gesh. Your turn.
I will cast Haste on Vanya.
Woo!
Okay. Super Speed Girl.
Can I use a cantrip as a bonus action?
Only if the casting time is a bonus action. So if you have like Quicken Spell, you'd be able to do that.
Oh yeah, I'm out of sorcery points, so I guess I'm done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't think there's many cantrips that are bonus actions. And the ones that are bonus actions, I don't think the sorcerer gets. But I don't know, maybe you have something I don't know about.
I don't see anything, so sorry.
Okay.
I'm still learning the caster job.
It's alright.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Alright. So Vanya is sped up. And it is your turn, Vanya.
Oh, I'm gonna go so fast. I'm gonna use my bonus action to put Slayer's Prey on. Thank you. On Zariel.
Okay. She is brave.
And then I guess I'm taking 3 attacks.
Yep.
I'm gonna make my first one sharpshooter just to see what happens.
Sure.
And then we'll see how my confidence dips after I miss that one. Yep.
Yep. That'll miss. Just bounces off of her armor. Alright, yeah, the 33 will hit, but that will be the only one that hits, as the 19 also misses.
Setting.
Do 20 points of damage.
And then I think I'm good.
Alright. Shilk, you are conscious.
Yes, I am. And I am still ouchied. But I'm gonna stand up.
At least you're not in the worst shape now.
Yeah, that's true. You got me there. Yeah, certainly showed me.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know what? This is a good spot. I'm gonna stay here. I'm just gonna give myself the old advantage. Let's just go ahead and toss out one of the, hey, stop, get off the keyboard. Toss out one of the old chaos bolts. Wow, okay, I suck.
We're only a couple of hits on Shulk away from being able to be like, all the rogues are dead. All the monks and rogues are dead.
I like the sound of that. Thanks for the idea, Tori.
It's also all the Tories are dead.
Yep.
Yeah,
both-
actually, right now it's he has a thing against Canadians. It's okay.
I was literally just about to
It's
say,
a
like,
race.
this,
Oh, no.
this is where you learn about my seated hatred for all Canadians.
Yeah, this is it. This is how we finally figure out. But Mike is really, I mean, it's not racist, but you know,
Prejudice.
he's countryist.
Honestly, I thought she was gonna die sooner, so I bet if I stayed and didn't leave for school.
Alright, that's all from me.
Oh, nothing as a bonus action?
No, I'm good.
Alright. I'll take Saga off the turn order here. Athos. He is going to see that problem. And he is going to use his bonus action to Misty Step out of the chains, which he can do for free, because that's one of his wizard spells that he gets for free. That was his level 2 pick. And yeah, he will attack twice. This time, remembering how to play my character, he's gonna have Duke fly over, and distract Zariel by kind of buzzing around her head to give him advantage on his first attack. Because I totally forgot you can do that.
Wait, you can use familiars in combat?
Yes.
Man.
I'm like 99% sarcastic.
Oh.
I'm aware of the things that I can do. I just make a deliberate choice to not do them.
Alright. So that hit, and that's the booming blade. So he'll throw that on. Wow, cool, 8 damage. And then he will throw another smite down. That's better. So 31 plus 8. Plus another 20. Alright. And second attack. Make another attack, this one normal. That one will miss, however.
I'm gonna use my reaction to give him a boost.
Okay,
I won before.
sure. Mark off them sorcery points. And
Absolutely.
doesn't matter what you roll. As long as you roll at least a 1 on your d4, it's high enough
I think I can
to
do that.
put that over. So that will also hit, and he will smite once again. Man, roll 20 is really trugging along. Every time I have to open Athos' sheet, it's like, how many times? How many things can one man have?
Mike, I do want to ask one question about the ability you gave me. How long after do I have to do that?
Sorry, what? I'm confused by the question.
For that Soul Survivors thing? How long after?
Oh, let me check real quick here. Oh
I
yeah,
just put
thank
in
you.
for it.
Thank you. So you would use your reaction immediately when she was killed. So that would have been on
Yeah.
Zario's turn. If you want to use it now, that's fine, because this is your first time using that ability.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And then, in any case, I will spend the reaction necessary to give everybody a lot of temp HP.
Alright. There we go. So everybody within 30 feet of Axiom. So not Athos and not Amity, but everybody else gains temporary hit points equal to half of your max hit points.
Does that include myself?
I was muted. You couldn't hear me say, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Fuck, and I gotta do math.
Does that include me?
Yeah. You can
There's
you
just
can
half of them
choose
are
yourself. So there we go. The 4 of you up there all gain a shit ton of temp hit points. And that was earlier. So we'll just say that happened on Zariel's turn. Alright, back to Athos. So it's 25 plus 18. Alright. Alright. That's Athos' turn, which brings us to Amity.
Okay. I'm gonna. Over here. And I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna try to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Fortunately, that does not hit.
And that's it.
Okay. Axiom, it's your turn. Nestor?
No, apparently I remuted myself. What the fuck?
Okay.
Okay, I do not... Fuck. Okay. Fuck, I don't have any diamonds currently on me. Fuck. Oh, we're running out of options. Oh, God. I will take the dodge action. Because I got nothing. I am running out of... some fourths and some firsts. And some cantrips.
Alright. The cleric dodges. Alright. At the end of the cleric's turn, Zariel is gonna turn towards Vanya, because he's getting pissed at all the arrows.
What?
And I need
You're
you to
welcome
make
for the
a
temp HP.
need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Right in my wheelhouse. Wait, hold on. I think I get to add a D4 to that. I always have to double check what I can.
I believe isn't it a D6?
It is a D6. Yes,
Okay.
to any saving throw I make, yeah. I forgot to click my button. My apologies. So it. 21.
Alright. 21 is not high enough.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
So you look at Zariel, and she looks at you, and you see reflected in her black eyes, your form suddenly blaze alive with fire as you spontaneously combust and take 30 points of fire damage.
That's fun.
Yep. Now glad that I did that.
You.
And then Zariel will take her turn, She's mad at the elf that keeps smiting her. So she is going to try and she's not an idiot. She realizes he's immune to damage, which pisses her off, but she can't really do anything about that. However, there's one thing that she can do, and she's gonna try her damnedest to do it. So she is first gonna flail Athos. Alright. And that will hit Athos, doing no damage because he's immune.
He's literally just trying to proc con saves.
And then Athos makes the save, so he's not restrained. And so seeing that, she... Oh, you know what? I still have Horrid Touch. Let's see if that came back. Whoops. Okay, it came back. So then she will use her Horrid Touch on Athos. See if that works. At least to kind of take him out of the fight for a little bit. So he has to make a con save. Alright, and he's still blessed. So I'll roll that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Fortunately, 25 is not high enough.
Fuck!
Yikes.
Yep. So Athos doesn't take any damage, because he's immune to damage. However, he is poisoned, blinded, and deafened. And then Zariel will fly over here.
Hello.
Hello.
And I guess I'll say Athos feels the wind of her wings as she leaves, so I'll do a attack of opportunity. Because he's got that.
Okay. We're gonna blind warrior monk this.
Oh shit, he still hits.
Good for him.
Here's the question: does Athos have Sentinel?
He does not.
Fuck.
I don't often take Sentinel. Like I understand the use of it, but it doesn't fall into my builds that often. Alright. That's right, what I was looking for. Checking to see if you need to see your target to smite them. You do not need to see your target to smite them. You can blind smite. Alright. So he's out of 4th level. So he could bring it down to 3rd. Or he can put it up to 5th and just do that, even though it still counts as like a 4th level smite, because you can't get any higher than 5d8 plus an extra d8.
5, 5, 5, 5.
That's exactly what he did. So 20 radiant damage plus 19.
Man, I'm not even there, but I gotta ask, does she look messed up at all?
Oh yeah, she is super bloody looking.
Okay.
Lots of dark blood, kind of like Icarus looking blood kind of coming down from her various wounds.
For a second,
yeah,
I thought you said licorice, and I was very confused.
Icar-ish.
I was like, licorice looking blood? I was like, the fuck is this thing?
I mean,
I
technically,
thought it said licorice,
it
too.
does. Yeah, it does look like black licorice melted, like when before
fair,
it's
I guess.
More like a
solidified.
Go lick him.
Yeah, go lick the devil blood. Let's see how
Hey,
that
I'm
works.
not there. I'm a worm, alright? I'm not
Don't
part of
tempt me.
All right. And then Zariel makes an attack against Vanya. Vanya, what's your AC with the haste up?
It's 19.
All right, then that will still hit you.
Yeah, I figured it would.
For 54 points of slashing and fire damage.
Okay.
Goodbye, temp HP.
I temp HP. Goodbye, triple digits.
And that is Zariel's turn. Gesh, it is your turn.
Oh, I guess I will just use a chill touch.
All right.
No, not a bad idea.
Okay. You use chill touch. However, as the skeletal hand wraps around Zariel's throat, she just kind of flicks it off as she is immune to necrotic damage.
Fuck.
That's what I figured.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Vanya, your turn.
Yeah. I liked what I did last round so much that I'm just gonna do it again and I'm gonna Misty Step over here.
Okay. Nice.
Cause I just really don't want her in my face. Which I think is valid. And I'm gonna take my 3 shots. And I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. I'm gonna do my first one sharpshooter and shoot my shot.
Ooh, critical.
Stack that on top of it. And then my next 2 are gonna be regular because I don't have that kind of confidence.
Okay. Second one misses, third one hits for another 15.
Great. And then I'm gonna just step back a little bit as well with my movement.
All right.
Jesus, that was at least like almost 50.
All right. Shilk, your turn.
Oh boy! Move up. It was a terrible idea starting with that, but it's fine.
I mean, you got that confidence from that temp HP.
Yeah, that's fine. I had
It's fine.
I had other plans and I ruined them. But it's fine because we'll just thunder wave her.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta move you. Come on, bud. Move.
Just where we find out she's vulnerable to thunder.
Yeah, okay.
Not quite.
Dream though.
Yes, you can.
All right. She actually failed her save, so she'll take the full damage and get thrown back.
Holy shit, I was not expecting that.
Neither was I.
I rolled really bad. All right, and she gets pushed back here.
Is that good news? That sounds like good news.
Yeah, I'm definitely more blue. Double D, double die.
Nice.
Great.
Classic.
Yep, that helps us a lot right now. Cool. Okay.
So
and
now
then,
you learned you can't see the color blue, and now you're invulnerable.
yeah. Can't attack
If
me.
only.
Yeah. And I move forward more. And I should probably point out too, did she take the damage from moving from Athos's booming blade?
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I just I reminded myself because I'm about to do the same thing.
Looking, I don't even remember what it was. 22. Right. Yeah.
Cool. Alright. As my action, I'm going to give myself advantage and Booming Blade.
All right.
Yo, dog, I heard you like
And-
Booming Blade. So put some.
Got more Booming Blade for your Booming Blade.
Yeah,
You can Booming
and
Blade while you Booming Blade.
that will just barely hit for 15 damage.
With the sneak attack.
Yep. Roll another 32. All right.
Cool, and that was 20 feet, so then I'll move back 10.
All right.
Yeah.
And then she will use a legendary action at the end of your turn to teleport here.
Hello.
Fair.
I love how we went from her being at the front of the ship to being at the back.
All right. Athos' turn. He is blind and deaf. So he is going to use his action to not be that anymore.
You can just choose to not.
Well, I
it's
mean,
a restoration spell.
or 5 uses of lay on hands.
That too.
Although I just thought of the lay on hands, and I was planning on having him look through Duke's eyes, because he could also do that as an action.
Honestly, that would have been my first thought. Is just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna use my dog to see now.
Yep. That was the original plan, and then I was like, oh, that's right, it's poison. So he can just lay on hands, and then that will also get rid of the poison, in addition to the senses coming back. So that's what he's gonna do. He removes the poison from himself, and then walks over to Zariel, and then just stands there because I believe he can only make an attack as a bonus action. If he makes an attack as an action, I will double check.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Yep.
Menacingly!
Oh shit!
Bless you.
You actually don't need to take the attack action. You can just attack
Sorry
as a
about that.
bonus action. So yeah, that's what he's gonna
Hot
do.
diggity donuts.
He's gonna use Duke to give him advantage on this attack, and then he's going to attack.
Goddamn, Blade Singer just got. Oh, so much better.
Well, I mean, he's also using a scimitar of speed, so.
Oh,
shit! Oh shit! Well,
Smite?
I mean, yeah, you always smite on a crit. I've said this many times.
You always smite on a
Always
crit.
smite on a
It's
crit.
true.
Mm-hmm.
It's one real rule in D&D. Always smite.
All right. So that is 26, 45. Plus 22. Alright. She is not dead yet. And that is Athos' turn, which brings us to Amity.
All right. First off, bonus action healing word on Shilk.
Alright.
Woo!
Show
Woo.
heals for 8.
And I'm just gonna chuck a sacred flame.
Okay. Roll for Zariel. She makes the save. She avoids the damage completely.
All right.
Axiom, your turn.
Alright. I will also chuck a sacred flame.
Okay. Okay. Axiom, how do you want to do this?
Fuck! Okay, so Axiom sort of just like looks up behind the chair and is just like, can you not? And just tosses it through the hallway, threading it between Shilk and Athos in the doorframe. And then it just engulfs the head entirety until just nothing left but a skull.
All right, and yeah, she leaves a infernal scream. And
Somewhere out there, Papa as he's just out there like, okay, he at least did something right.
You said it wrong. It's Asthma Daddy. Get it right.
Asmodee.
You're also connected to Mephistopheles, not Asmodeus.
Yeah. Somewhere he's just like, yeah, alright, he did something right at least.
Everything about tonight makes me want to just leave.
Daddy,
I hate
yeah,
you.
so anyway, she turns to ash, returning to her home plane, leaving
As
behind only her infernal longsword.
You bet your ass that Shoka's dumb enough to pick that up.
I was gonna say, if Joke's dumb enough to pick it up, Vanya certainly is.
I ain't going anywhere near that with a 40-foot
We've
pole.
got two idiots over here, so.
I ain't going anywhere near that with a 30-foot pole, no.
My arms are shorter than 30 feet, but I'll pick it up.
Alright. You pick up the longsword.
Alright, and I will continue to drive us back to the city, seeing as how we barely inconvenience Zariel.
Now, I think we are going to have a small problem here, Axiom.
Do you have a diamond on you?
Not a big enough one.
Nope.
No. The problem that I think we're about to stumble into is that Zariel was protecting Vasselheim. And I'm concerned about what is going to start happening below us now.
Mm-hmm. You know, we could have talked about it, but no. I was willing to talk.
I mean, I'm gonna assume that you guys tried to talk to her before I showed up. I just showed up, so.
Yes, we tried.
Okay.
She was not having it.
Alright.
I'm gonna cast Floating Disc and load Saga's parts onto it.
Alright. Athos says, did you guys say you needed a diamond?
That would be ideal, yeah.
How big you need? When he turns towards his bag of goodies.
I just show him. This big.
Say a big
About
one.
300 gold?
I mean, her head's gone. I think we need a bigger one than that.
Oh yeah, you need like 1,000.
Yeah.
I don't got anything for that.
Her head's not gone, it's just severed.
Oh yeah, you just reattach it.
Like, Can you revivify somebody if they've been decapitated?
There's one way to find out.
I mean, it just says you can't restore any missing body parts, and it's technically not missing.
Oh.
I mean, I guess it's technically not missing.
They're not wrong. If you
Well-
just stick it back on there.
I have it right here.
Holds up decapitated head.
You've got my Weaver's kit, Vanya. Just sew that shit back on.
Oh my god.
It takes more than a minute. We don't have the time.
Just do
All right.
a quick ladder stitch.
I mean, I'm willing to attempt it. I got the spell slots for it. Well,
I mean,
for
if
at
you've
least a
got-
revivify.
I have the diamonds for a revivify. If you're willing to
Anything
attempt it.
above 5 is gone.
Well, whoever's gonna do it better do it quick because you're kind of running low
I know.
on revivify
Axiom,
time.
do it.
Alright, we're doing it.
All right.
I'm casting at 4th.
Okay, so you're casting the revivify spell. Who is holding Saga's head to the body?
Let's make sure it's at the right orientation so we don't attach it backwards.
Vanya will. Since
Alright.
she came over with the diamond.
Vanya, are you proficient in the medicine skill?
No.
Oh no.
All right, then go ahead and just make me a dexterity check.
Oh no.
You
Oh.
quickly veered off of medicine. You're like, well, alright, fuck that.
Well, it was going to be a dexterity medicine check. So
Am I still?
if
am I
she was,
still?
oh, go ahead. What?
Am I still blessed?
Well, bless doesn't help with ability checks. You're thinking of guidance.
Oh, I thought that blessed was everything. Never mind.
Nope.
No, it's attack rolls and saving throws.
Briefly double checking that I didn't take guidance as a cantrip. Yeah.
Unless Amity has guidance.
Oh, buddy.
Okay.
I
so
cast it.
You
Vanya exhausted from haste falling off, or is that still?
that hasn't fallen off yet unless
Okay.
unless Gesh has ended it for some reason.
Oh, he hasn't
Okay.
ended it yet.
Yeah.
Okay, just
But
checking.
she literally has about 12 seconds left.
Yeah.
Just zipping around.
So you quickly run up and put Saga's head matching up the neck holes as Axiom cast the spell. And you can see as he finishes casting the spell, the diamond shatters in his hand, and a single drop of liquid falls out of his clenched fist and lands on Saga's body. And then there's a moment, and then suddenly Saga wakes up at 1 hit point.
Everything is where it should be properly.
Make a either perception or medicine check.
Oh no.
Oh my god. I had a fun idea for
60.
Sage dead.
Slightly,
French for
slightly off center.
Yep. You notice as Saga kind of sits up from being dead, head slightly askew.
Oh,
But it's facing the right direction at least.
All right, decapitate it.
It-
Start again.
It can be.
Maybe maybe a chiropractor could fix that.
I hate it.
I'll make you a.
I'd rather make a new character.
I'll make you a scarf. Hide it with a scarf.
Oh my god.
I'll
Yeah,
be one of the
but nobody
goblins.
Yeah, you kind of you notice as you're sitting there, you're looking slightly more to the right than you normally do, and as you kind of like turn to face forward, your neck kind of just kind of like wrinkles as if you're slightly kind of
Like-
twisting the neck a little bit.
Is it like 25 degrees? 30?
Oh no, it's nothing that noticeable. It's like
It's fine.
at most 5 degrees off.
He's not an owl.
Yeah.
Who's not?
Like if someone didn't know she was decapitated, they would have no idea. They would just think like, oh, she's just got like some interesting looking wrinkles on her neck. When they're actually just stress lines from the skin stretching as it's being rotated to face forward.
So,
Maybe it's just my Triton gills. Sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh god, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
You
I'll make
do
look back
notice
later.
you do notice like the gills, which are normally like in a 1, 2, 3. The top two are in line, but the bottom one, third one, is kind of slightly off.
Ugh.
You know, hopefully, maybe a good doctor can like fix that with like some chiropractic.
I think that would
D&D plastic
no.
surgery.
I think that would be breaking my neck, so I'd die anyway.
I think the only way to fix it is to decapitate and start again.
I'm so sorry, Sasha.
You have the sword.
Tried.
You know, I was
I
okay
have
with the
the
glorious
power.
death being decapitated, but it's
What's-
okay. We have more to do.
Yeah, we got some things to do. I'm really sorry.
Maybe we can fix it later.
No, I tried my
I
best.
would rather not be decapitated again later. Thank you.
At least you have a neck. I'm only
I mean,
neck.
I'd say arguably your only neck.
Oh god.
All right.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
what would the party like to do? Where are you guys heading?
Gonna keep heading back to the city.
They're not
Tell
going to be
us
happy
where
with this Axiom.
You know what? It's
They
better
weren't
than nothing.
before, and I definitely don't think they're going to be now.
I say we just cut our losses.
I'm kind of on
Where's
team
Rowan?
cut our losses right now, honestly.
All right, then where do we go from here then?
I don't know.
Because we have to wait a couple hours. So if you want to like plane shit or teleport anywhere.
I have the mansion.
Wasn't your whole mission to give them this ship, though?
That was the plan. We're cutting our
To be
losses.
honest-
Where do you want to go?
They didn't seem very into the ship when we told them about it. So
Okay, is there an autopilot?
Yeah, it's currently in a jar.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what if we just set the ship to fly at them, and then we all just bail?
Well, I mean,
Axiom has that look of horror on his face.
I was going to return to the city, so if you guys really want, I can take the ship to the city if you don't want it anymore.
Yeah? Might as well complete the quest.
Quick
yeah.
Otherwise, what was the point of all this?
Quick question.
Yeah.
What was your question, Yash?
Where's Rowan?
Yeah, that's also another question. Where the fuck is Rowan?
Well, so we were surrounded on the ground, and then we got separated, and Amity found me. I couldn't find shit. And then all of the sudden, Rowan kind of looked like the Spider Queen, and she was fighting through the army, and we kept
Yeah,
running.
saw that part.
So then you saw the part where Zariel struck her down?
Yep.
So then we took her body with us. We tried to revive it. Couldn't. That was
Mhm.
weird. Tried to take her body with us once we got to the city walls. They let us in. We got arrested. They let us in, though, but they would not let us bring Rowan's body in because she was just kind of possessed.
So she's now just sitting outside the city.
She's just sitting outside the city wall.
We can pick her up.
I would like to collect her.
Yeah, we're going to collect her.
And so then we should finish recapping what happened. So they took us in front of the leaders of the city. Whose names I did not get.
I didn't say their names. So.
Vanya's saying I didn't get their names.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
She's like, I don't know who they were, but they followed Pelor, the Lawbearer, and Bahamut. We explained the situation to them. We told them who you were, and that you had been gone, and that you came back with the sword that you were sent to quest and get. They were not buying it. So they threw us in prison, and that's where we found Athos and Duke. That's Athos. That's Duke. She
Hey.
points to Athos, points to Duke.
Alright, you wouldn't
Uh,
happen to know the
Hi
people's names, would you?
You know, I'm pretty sure they told me. I wasn't exactly part of the government of the city. I'm kind of part of like a third party organization. To be honest, I don't remember what their names are.
We brought him with us because he knew. I mean, you weren't there when we knew these people. He knows the same people that Kato knew, that we knew when we came to went to rescue Kato. So that's why we decided to trust him. We figured it was better than just sitting in a prison.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going
And
to
also-
at least go and pick up her body.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should try to go to the city. We may have just gotten rid of their protector, and that is kind of shitty of us.
Hey, we tried to talk. We tried to talk.
At us.
We did.
We acted in self-defense, so in all counts, legally speaking, we were in the right.
Uh-huh.
This is coming from the Order Paladin of the Lawbearer.
I was gonna say, I don't know shit about the law, so...
Yeah, you might have to talk us out of that one.
Yeah, you might have better luck talking to them, honestly.
Let's at least pick up the body.
Because I don't think they're also gonna want to have a lot to do with, Amity. We're gonna pretend that she doesn't cast magic. And I think I'm gonna do the same. They seem to be more focused on the, like, religious aspects of magic, because they're against the city of Aor, which was understandably so, because it
Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't
which we
surprise me.
told them all about it, told them about
Yep.
the beast. Apparently that was not enough to not land us in prison, so...
You know what? I don't fault your experience with the hierarchy. The religious leaders tend to be very stubborn as oxes.
I mean, I grew up in a cult, you don't have to tell me about stubborn leaders. I get it.
So
I don't know why I was
Athos-
surprised that was how our reception was, actually, now that I'm thinking more about it.
okay, as I'm like flying us forward, I'm just gonna be like, Athos, feel free to like stick around, familiarize yourself with the ship. You know,
Athos, what are you going to do when you get back to the city? Are you just going to go back into... I mean, you could have left that prison at any time. Are you just going to go back and chill there?
Oh, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, should Amy and I come with you and just... That would probably cause less of a stir if we didn't then show up on this ship, huh?
Well, I mean, by now they probably would have figured out that we're gone. They might get mad at you guys. I at least like have a little bit of like some pull as being a familiar face in the city, that they won't just outright kill me. Not to mention this isn't the first time that I've snuck out of prison. But
Love
yeah, you guys might not want to go back to the city.
now that I'm
'Cause-
looking at Athos, does he look familiar? Since I've been raised in that city.
No, because when you were living in Vasselheim, I don't believe the Slayer's Take was a thing yet.
That is surprising.
I mean, it was a. I don't remember the exactly the canon leading up to that game, but I'm pretty sure it was like the idea was to be like the first like group of the Slayer's Take, or it's like the very beginning of the Slayer's Take.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, you.
So in other words, this was founded in like the last 20 to 30 years.
It was founded in the last 2 years.
Well, plus it's been
Well,
10 years. So now it's 12
Yeah,
years.
true. So yeah, 12 years. You're right.
Yeah,
So by the time I went off, that wasn't a thing.
exactly. Like by the time that you went off, I don't think the elves had even settled in Asilra? That sounds right. That's the continent we're on now,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the elves hadn't even settled in Asilra yet. Because that was a new thing as well, was the elves had come over.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So I guess y'all just like hide in the crew quarters for now.
Well, they
Sure.
know about the ship. These two told them about the ship.
I mean, I guess the problem we run into is if we don't have the ship, I don't think we can get anywhere else today.
No, we can't.
Unless Amity can teleport us somewhere.
Not today.
Should we at least find Rowan's body and retrieve it?
Yes.
I would like to do that, yes.
Because it is somewhere out there on that battlefield. You two
Oh,
are
I
the
mean,
only ones who.
I left it right by the wall.
Who's to say they didn't go out and take it in?
They were very adamant on that body not coming into the city.
I will also put out there for you guys, if you need to go somewhere, I can take you there. I have the means to take everybody here somewhere, and then I can just like make a circle to head home.
Let's at least get the body before we go anywhere.
Okay. How far away are we from the city wall right now?
So, when Axiom plane shifted again, it took you guys to the outskirts of the battle. So now you are back roughly where you
We've
were
been
before.
moving the entire time.
Yeah, so but that was a very short period of time, so you are still a few hours away from the city.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, we can rest. Oh, we also killed some of their war dudes because they told us to leave, but I was like, wait, but we gotta deliver this, and I kept driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not gonna be happy with us, but yeah,
Where
we
have
may.
gone where anybody's been happy with us?
That's a good point.
People don't like us.
I like us.
I mean,
'Cause
we
my
like
head
each other,
slightly
but
tilts to the side because my neck is tired.
Well,
I mean, we like each other. That's about the extent of it.
I
Okay.
at least hope my parents are alright.
Okay. So, if we're not ourselves going to stay in the city, where are we going to go?
I have my mansion.
We have the mansion, so let's
Yeah, that gives us
at
a
least
day.
again, at least grab the body. Let's go.
Okay, what
Grab the
if?
body, and then we go from there.
Well, but we have to travel to the body, so while we're en route, we should make a plan.
True.
Also,
Before this?
Also, how much does Athos know about what is going on here?
About what?
Points, gestures to the entire ship.
About the ship itself?
Yeah, it's like how much does he know?
Well, let me make a check to see if Athos recognizes the ship.
Tell me he's like a centuries old fucking elf who's
He
seen this
is
damn thing before.
he is quite old. However, he has not seen this ship before. And according to his Arcana check, he hasn't seen a ship like it.
Ironic,
So-
considering you said you know a little of the ships.
Well, he rolled a 2, so I don't know what to tell you.
Mm.
Like, if you tell him this is an Illithid ship, then he's like, "Oh yeah," but he's not making the connection right now. Not with that roll.
Hmm.
It's like the one downside to like invulnerability is that because of like the adamantine cover that it kind of like overlays over you, everything is just shades of green, and so it's hard to make out fine details.
Okay, so yeah, what was her what was the plan anyway?
We never had a plan beyond bringing the ship here.
I mean, we talked to fucking Ayun. Or questioned Ayun. And
We did, but that was really more dealing with the immediate problem of Rosgree's child and the Chained Oblivion. We weren't really thinking past surviving the Chained Oblivion and that asshole stalking us.
And we've effectively already dealt with that asshole who's stalking us and the Chained Oblivion.
Yeah, done. Took care of that.
Hmm.
Check that one off the list.
Does anybody else in the party have a plot hook?
I think we
Oh.
still owe that angel something.
All right, you do still have that outstanding debt.
I mean,
All
I
of my-
have an I'm dead hook, but that's, you know.
We'll get
all
to
of
that
my
when we get
people
when
are
we
dead.
trigger about it.
What are you trying to say, Josh? You've been interrupted several times. What?
All
people are
of my people are dead.
Oh
I mean-
yes, that's also a thing.
I mean, you got Grace and them back there.
Yeah, also, we can't just bring a ship. We can't just... Guys, I don't think we can abandon this ship. We can't just leave Athos with a ship that's also full of goblins and Grace to come to a
I feel bad
city.
for Grace. I feel bad
Grace
for
is
Grace
really
too.
good.
What the fuck's a goblin?
Oh, you
Uh,
have to see this.
You have to go look at this. There aren't words, you have to just go see.
I think they're cute.
If you can find a reason to get them off this thing, please.
They're all
Might-
wonderful.
We're not gonna leave them in the middle of a war zone. We took them from their used-to-be home.
Yeah, we took them from one war zone. We're not putting them in another.
No. Guys, I don't think we can abandon this ship.
Not unless
I
we're
don't-
using them as a weapon.
You know, Mike, did you ever just think that this would devolve into a Spelljammer campaign?
Oh, dude, I knew exactly what I was doing when I put this ship into this campaign.
You know, I'm glad you did too.
You know what? It doesn't give a shit.
So you're just gonna lead Athos to.
Oh
see
yeah,
the-
I'm gonna lead Athos to the goblins.
Okay,
I'm
so you
going
guys go do
along.
that.
I'll just keep driving us toward the city wall to grab Rowan's body.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay so I can try and point him out to where... If I can spot where Rowan's body would have been.
All right, cool. So you guys are flying towards the city. Those on the observation deck can make a perception check.
Do I get anything for also having the scanners active and usable?
No, this is more of a visual thing than a scanning thing.
Worth a shot. I feel
Okay.
like Mike's dropping me on the try to leverage whatever you can.
No, it's fine. So, Gesh and Vanya, the two of you can see that there is a noticeable backpedal in the fronts of the Devil's Legion that have been holding back the demons, as they are already starting to be pushed back by the demons after the now that their figurehead that's been coordinating the efforts is no longer on this plane of existence.
Cool. Great. 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 Great.
And then you all hear a voice.
Great. My favorite.
And in fact, it's not one voice. It's not two voices. It's not even three voices. You hear 5 voices all overlapped with one another, all saying the same thing, as you hear these 5
I
deep,
don't like that.
guttural voices say, "Hear me, legions of Avernus. Your false idol has fallen. Come to me, your one true ruler, and I will give you the power to destroy your enemies." And you guys watch as a rift opens up over the legions of hell,
What's next? Just give me Mephistopheles?
and you see one clawed hand
It's fucking Tiamat.
and another clawed hand, and pulling themselves out through the rift, 5 different colored dragon heads, as the scaled tyrant herself, Tiamat, the queen of chromatic dragons, appears on the material plane.
Guys, we fucked up. Guys, we fucked up.
Wow, who knew
I
this
think we
would
should-
happen when I prayed to the wrong god?
You know, when like there's just like a tenuous kind of balance going on,
Yeah.
just one slight push in one direction just makes the whole house of cards comes crumbling down.
What happens when you take one really dumb drow sometimes and a war? A dragon.
Who will win? The Archduchess of Avernus or one dumb drow?
Well, we now know the
All right.
Instinctively.
And watch as Tiamat, her full scaly form, now completely material plane. The devils flock to her, and start making a kind of military encirclement around her, defending her from the demons. As the demons just kind of like start to pour around them, a lot of them passing by them and start making their way towards the city. And you watch as the rift does not close, and you see dozens of dragons of various colors start making their way into the material plane following their queen, and start swooping towards the city.
So she's okay. Just so I'm tracking, is she now also attacking the city, or is
You
she?
get like right now, she's kind of hanging back with her new legions of hell. But her dragons are definitely moving to attack the city.
Cool.
And
Great.
there are other dragons who were already defending the city who are moving to intercept the chromatic dragons, but it is clear that the metallic dragons are outnumbered by the chromatic dragons.
Yeah.
And then there's also the demons who are making their way right up to the walls of the city.
My bad, Vassal. My
And-
Guys, we fucked up. Guys, we fucked up.
Didn't you say Rowan's body was on the wall?
It was by the base of a wall, yeah.
And now there's demons heading towards the wall?
Demons, devils, dragons, dragon queen. It's great. This is great.
There's just a full, like, Picard facepalm in the chair from Axiom. Now prison is not looking so bad.
Axiom, I know this is your home and everything. Athos, I know this is your home and everything.
Athos
But-
isn't there. He left with Shilk.
Oh, that's right.
Saga
bad.
went too. She wanted to see the goblins. Now that she's
Okay.
died again.
Okay.
Axiom, I know this is your home and everything, but I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
You know... It's just fine.
I'm really sorry.
It's fine.
I mean, it's not fine,
In
but
wor-
thank you for saying that.
In the words of Ryan, it's fine.
Guess we should put off the conversation of what the fuck are we gonna do about this until Athos comes back onto the deck, Shah.
I'm just gonna keep moving forward and hope to God we can find Rowan's body.
I'm becoming less confident in that fact, but alright.
I'm not leaving any of you behind.
I don't want to leave her behind either, but I also... I mean, okay, so... Let me check my notes. There's a barrier around the city that, like, canceled out our magic, right?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm less concerned with getting to her body than I am with coming back with her body.
We don't.
That makes sense.
In the sense of, like, ideally a person is going to need to be flying and... Oh, Gesh can fly without a spell, though. Can Gesh make himself... Because somebody's going to need to be able to fly, and somebody's most likely going to have an easier time of it if they are also invisible. And as I already learned, once you are carrying Rowan's dead body, it will also turn invisible with you. So... That's the 1-2 punch that we need to accomplish, is somebody needs to fly down, be able to get down in the first place, and then recast the ability to fly on themselves to get back, because there's a barrier around the city that cancels magic once you pass through it. And
Okay.
I don't have that kind of economy today.
Well, Well, I will say, Gesh does have that unique advantage of not needing to fucking cast a spell. It's just how willing is he going to dive in near a wall to find Rowan's body?
Yeah, I could do it. Can't really carry her by myself, but I could go.
I can go. I just have no.
Oh,
way to
shit.
Be invisible for longer than a minute.
I have one 4th level spell slot left. I can do a locate object. if her body
Well-
counts as an object now.
Technically.
I mean, Well, here's an interesting workaround for the invisibility. Gesh. Hold on. Kayla needs to read her abilities for a minute. Hold on. So, God, print is just so small.
Come to find it, you could just polymorph him into a fiend and blend in.
No. If I could have done that, we would have made this entire approach differently. I would have pretended to be a fiend and fake taken you all prisoner. Well, because if I send Mike, is there a range on how far away I can be from Watcher and still cast a touch spell through him?
Let's see here.
Because I think it's...
I want to say it's like
Your familiar must be within 100 feet of you. And then it must use its reaction to deliver the spell you casted.
Yeah.
so we'd have to get real low.
Yeah, we'd have to be a lot closer. Yeah, because my communicating with him is only for communication. It's not for anything else. Okay. That would have been the easy way to do it. I don't think we can get within 100 feet of the city.
I mean, technically we can. Just, do we feel that bold? And
I don't got that kind of confidence.
There's also the problem of, you said there's a magical barrier on this around the city. If I get close and I was invisible, wouldn't the barrier remove the invisibility and then I would be able to be seen?
Yeah, which is why... Because, like, which is why you would need it cast on you again once you left the barrier.
it also depends on how far this thing extends, whether or not it's like on the wall, 5 feet from the wall, behind the wall.
Well, wait. You can turn yourself invisible for a minute.
Yes.
Is that what you said earlier?
Yes.
So, I cast it on you from the start, and then once you have Rowan, you just recast it on yourself. And then you cast it on yourself for that minute, and then fly up to meet us.
I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to make
'Cause
sure I'm out of that barrier of anti-magic, but yeah.
You'll know. That might be our best bet.
Okay. Double checking with Mike. Do we still have the stealth systems available to us, right? Because we haven't gone invisible yet with it, right?
Trying to remember. Yes, because last time you were stealth was when you were in Aor, and then you guys plane shifted here, and then took a long rest.
Okay.
I think
So
though. Oh yeah, and then you waited until night. Okay, so it's definitely been at least 24 hours. Because it's not a long rest thing;
Yeah.
it's a 24-hour thing. But you guys also waited until night to do all of this shit. And so, it has been 24 hours. So, stealth systems are back.
Okay, so I can potentially do a locate object, which would get us about 5 miles for a whole, 10 minutes. To be able to see where her body is. And then we could do invisibility for an hour.
Another question.
Yeah.
What if the body is moved inside inside the city?
That was my wonder, yeah. If she's inside the barrier, will your locate object still...
And if she's inside the city, how the hell are we going to get in?
I
could
genuinely
fly in, but
do
that
not
would
think
not be
they
smart.
brought her...
I don't think they're going to put... In all honesty, knowing how superstitious they are, they're probably not going to bring that body inside the city.
Yeah, I really don't think they're going... to bring her inside the city.
But what if
They won't
the
go near that thing
devils
with
did
it.
something with it?
They wouldn't
Then I
touch that thing with a 20-foot pole.
I was gonna say, I think they would have taken her body with her when we were there, even if they didn't let us stay with the body. Why risk going out of the city twice? It would have made more sense for them to collect her then.
There's also the fact that they would be superstitious as to what the fuck would happen if that thing comes back to life inside and we have to deal with her again. Right now, she's like some nuclear material. They're not gonna touch that shit. In all honesty. You not want to explain that.
I think you should at least try to locate her.
I'll
And if
at least
she's-
I'll at least pop the locate object because I know we'll at least have an hour with my first level.
All right. So you're casting a locate object on Rowan's body.
Yep.
All right. As you cast locate object on Rowan's body, extending it out from the ship's sensors, you do not pick up anything.
Just not close enough.
No, you're pretty sure that if it's where Vanya would say is saying it is, you would be close enough to have picked up her body. Because we're not doing the 1,000-foot. It's the range of the sensors.
Yeah,
which is like
a full 5 miles in every direction.
right. So
would your spell be able to go through a magic canceling bubble?
That was a good question. I don't know if I would know that. Would I know that?
you have no idea.
Shrugs. I'm
Well-
religious. I ain't magic like that.
I'm neither of those things.
Would I know?
What would you know? Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I'll try that as well, just because.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Amity. Because you rolled so high, and because you were there when you and Vanya experienced the magical cancel, you get the sense that whatever barrier or field you entered acts more like a dispelling magic than it is like anti-magic. It's
It's like if a fireball passed through, it wouldn't do shit.
well, no, because the a fireball could be dispelled. So because this is more of just like a divination thing, it wouldn't block the divination magic. It would just dispel the magic once Axiom, or in this case the ship, passes through the field. So you don't think it's blocking the spell from being able to find Rowan's body.
It should be finding it. So maybe they did move her.
Or something else took her body.
That's what I was saying. Possibly something else took it.
I mean, if you can't sense her body, then do we just leave?
I mean, there's still a multitude of reasons why I couldn't do that.
So we're committed. We're committed. I mean,
Please.
I feel really bad about what we've done to the city now.
Agreed.
I feel kind of bad about this. We can't make a decision until the rest of the group comes back anyway.
Yep. So the most we can do is just keep going towards the city.
Yep.
About how far are we from it now, Mike? Given that I've been moving this the entire fucking fight.
Well, you still haven't traveled that long because it's only been a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So you are still a few hours away from the city.
How high were we flying?
That's a great question. Last time I checked, I think you guys were like around like 500 feet or something.
Yeah. Just high enough to not to clear the trees.
Well, if it was
And then
high,
nobody could,
high
like,
enough to clear the
directly
trees, you're closer
completely,
to like 150 then.
like,
Yeah, I was gonna say that 500. The
planted.
trees aren't 500 feet tall.
Yeah.
Closer to 150 then.
I say an option that we have is wait till Athos gets back and see if he has any possible solutions to our situation.
Yeah.
In case he has
I'll at
access
least-
to something that might be able to help. I don't know if he will, but it's an option at least.
Yeah.
Possibly
I'll at least
our
hold the
only
locate
option.
object for full 10.
Sure. Alright. And as you guys just kind of drift towards the city that is brimming with devils, demons, undead, and now dragons, I think that's a good point to take our 10-minute break.
Sounds good. So I will send us to breaks. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes, so see you in a few. And we are back.
Alright, welcome back everyone. So, the party doesn't really have a plan, but they have like a goal, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Doesn't even
So,
feel like a goal.
yeah.
Feels like a
Possible
loose objective, yeah.
Okay. So you guys are still making your way towards the city.
Yeah.
The city that is infested with various evil creatures. And you're still visible, right? Nobody's cast any invisibility yet.
Do we want? I mean,
Would
I
probably be
don't know if
smart.
it's gonna be much use. There's a lot of potential true sight over there.
Would still not be a terrible idea.
That's fair. I don't got many options left anyway, so I might as well put like an hour up of invisibility.
Okay, well, just a reminder, once you use that ability, you have to wait 24 hours to use it again. So, if you
Yeah,
want to just...
I'm aware.
And as a reminder, it's more than 1 hour to get to the city.
Yeah, I don't think we should do it yet. I think we should do it once we get
Yeah, once we get closer.
Okay, so getting closer to the city, risking drawing attention of things, and then once you're close enough, wherever that is, you guys are gonna go invisible. Sounds good.
Like maybe half an hour out. That way, if we do need to turn around and try and make some form of escape, we have another half an hour of invisibility.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
I will point out that on your current trajectory, you will pass by Tiamat's little staging ground area well before you get to that 30 minutes out destination.
I can't like use the invisibility spell to make the ship invisible, can I?
No, that's not one of the abilities the ship has.
Cool.
You have the long range sensors that can you can cast divination spells through, and then you have the long distance. I don't remember what I called it. Basically like your magical warp drive or whatever, which you can cast conjuration spells through to move the ship and everybody on it as if you were teleporting or plane shifting.
Got it. Okay.
Those
I
are
just
the
wanted
two
to make
things.
sure that we weren't like missing a very obvious workaround that we could have.
Yep.
We've been known to do that.
You could theorize
that
that might be something you'd be able to do. However, what if that is a possibility, the system that like the subsystem that that type of technology would work around is either hasn't been repaired yet or doesn't exist.
I'm gonna go with the hasn't been repaired yet.
Yeah. I'm also gonna go with we don't have time to repair it right now.
You don't even know
I'm also gonna go
where
with.
to begin repairing that.
That too.
I'm also gonna
If
double
that's the
check. Is our big magic fuck off gun still broken?
Yes, that has not been repaired.
We definitely haven't repaired that.
I said. So basically, we're flying most of our systems intact, except for like the guns and shit.
Do you know how to repair that gun? Because I don't think anybody here knows how to repair that gun.
That's correct. Nobody knows how to repair the big.
So then
What
there's
if-
no way we can get it fixed as of right now.
What if you said conjuration can go through the ship?
Yes, but if you're asking about summoning stuff, that's not going to do anything. That's
So
not
we
how it
couldn't
works.
be a giant fog cloud floating through the air.
As much as that would be dope, I don't think it's possible.
That's more of a gray area where you're not sure if that'll work or not. You'd have to try.
I think we should try, but I don't know if we're back from the goblins. Saga's been telling you all of the names that she gave them since they didn't.
Which, speaking of that, so Shilk and Athos open up the door to the goblin area, and it's just chaos. And Athos takes one look at these creatures, and then turns to Shilk, and he says, "So you just keep these little gremlins on your ship the whole time?
Yep.
Like, that one over there is playing with loose wires."
His name is Wires.
Yep.
The
Keep telling them to
goblin
get rid of them.
with wires
Please
is
tell me he
named
electrocutes
Wires.
himself. Please tell me he electrocutes himself.
He definitely electrocutes
Please.
himself, but he likes it.
Even better.
Maybe I should have named him Shock.
They were at one point my people.
Your people.
Yes.
I don't. You are very different than them.
Yes. They have been corrupted.
Corrupted by what?
The Ruiner.
It was actually the Strife Emperor, but close
Oh,
enough.
the Strife Emperor. My bad. I thought
Sorry.
for a second that they were the same thing. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right.
No. Yeah, the Strife Emperor was the one that did it. The Ruiner was the one that attacked the Archheart and caused him to be turned into the Chained Oblivion.
Oh yes, that's why. Okay.
Okay. That huh. So they're not your people anymore.
Not
That-
technically.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you realize that. Because,
Yeah.
like, the only way that I know of freeing a race of people from being the chosen of a deity is to completely destroy said deity, take their power, and use that power to fix those people. And that doesn't actually happen every day. Like that's not something that's happened since the founding.
So what you're saying is perform what is a typical Wednesday.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying cut your losses.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. And he just kind of turns and leaves.
Just look at them all. Close the door.
Do they come back to the main deck?
Eventually they do, yes.
As soon as they walk on, I say, "So we've got a new problem. A big, scaly, five-headed problem."
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so from context I can probably figure out what you're talking about, but I'm really hoping I'm wrong.
Take a
No,
look out the window.
Tiamat's down there.
You're not wrong.
You know what? Go see for yourself.
Alright. Well, this is a pickle.
Yeah. I think
Alright.
she's gonna attack the city. That's kind of what it's looking like.
Yeah, it looks like she's in the process of attacking the city.
Should we? What do we do?
Well, our main gun's gone. We have the rest of our bolt launchers. Those still work at least.
I'm not gonna shoot a fucking harpoon
Agreed.
at Tiamat.
Agreed.
I've
We're
done
not
a lot of
doing that.
I've done a lot of stupid shit, but
Agreed.
I
We're
think
not.
I think that one's even a little much for me.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm throwing it out there, but we're not doing it.
What about Rowan?
We still need to collect the body. Yeah.
We tried to find it with magic and couldn't.
But where did you leave it?
I know where I left it. I just don't think it's there anymore.
Why wouldn't it be there anymore?
Mm.
That doesn't make sense.
Someone or something has probably moved it.
Yeah. Maybe whatever was preventing us from trying to bring her back.
Thought that was just that it was no magic.
I mean, I think that if you're powerful enough, if you're a deity of some kind, an ancient evil of some kind, I don't think you care about normal people magic.
Mm-hmm. It's possible she was. It's possible she. Yeah. Nah.
I mean, there are no bad ideas right now.
Finish your thought.
I'm just wondering, like, you don't think, Paler may have stepped in at all to, like, help her at all, right?
I don't know. I like to think he would, but at the same time, asking for her help instead of his help in what was arguably probably her moment of greatest need. I can understand why he maybe wouldn't.
What if? Oh my gosh. It's been a long time since I've said this. I summon a horse. And we get someone down and we look around near where you left her.
It'd be very dangerous to get that far down and basically that deep of a battle and just casually search.
Yeah,
Could be
all
a
of the
bad idea.
dragons. All of the dragons that just showed up kind of just made it a lot. It was going to be difficult with the dragons we had before and the demons and the devils. And now there's exponentially more dragon. and they're
Mhm.
targeting the city.
Okay.
Also,
Well,
quick question: Why does it look like we're heading towards the dragons?
Because that's where the
Because-
bodies potentially is.
Because we haven't thought of a new course, and so we've
We-
decided to stick with this one.
Maybe stop so that we don't get attacked by dragons.
In which case, the moment he says that, we stop moving.
Cool.
whoa.
Axiom, we're real dumb. Who left us out here by ourselves?
I run this ship as a democracy. I just.
Lies!
Well,
I've only ever asked for your opinions on where to go.
I know Rowan's dead, but I know she would talk about the time that you definitely plane shifted all of them when she did not want to.
Well, that was a 2/3 majority, though.
yeah, that was a majority vote.
Okay, well, let's take it easy here with the two.
That was a 2/3 majority. It still
Can't
counts.
talk shit about my girl when she's a worm.
she's a worm.
It's alright. We still like her. We still deeply care for Rowan.
Because if we can get down, even if I can get down there and find her, I can send her back. Or at least her body back to you guys.
How are you getting back?
Well,
I
might
feel like
not.
you didn't think that part through.
I mean, I kind of sort of did. See, Avandra told me that this is all change anyway. And considering I just died, I feel like I'm supposed to almost. So I wouldn't really mind doing it, fighting a bunch of demons and dragons.
Is this partially because you just want to have that story to tell if you do survive?
I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Pretty sure it's not gonna happen anyway. But change is change, and I just did pass, so might as well pass again.
What if you go down there and she's not down there and you went down there for no reason?
Well, I can take a whole bunch of dragons and demons with me anyway.
And then we lose 2 friends today instead of just 1.
I'm tired of fucking losing people.
Yeah, fucking same.
Yeah.
Okay, what if... Well, I don't know if... I could... If I don't find her, and I guess I don't go down fighting demons and cool dragons and being a hero and all that stuff, being awesome. I could also try to get into the city if I can't find her so that I can make sure I at least find her first. Then I'll just be arrested. Potentially.
And then we have another problem on
No,
our
no, no,
hands
no,
of you
no,
being
it's okay.
arrested.
In a city that's now under attack by a bunch of dragons and a dragon queen.
It's okay, it's okay.
Mhm.
Look, I'm really good at thinking of plans. I don't know if you've noticed how smart I am, but I'm a genius. It'll all be good. Or if they try to arrest me, I fog cloud and run right away on my horse. It's fine. We think on our feet here.
I really don't think you should do that.
I don't think that's a good plan either. I don't know what we do next. I don't know what we do next about this ship, about
Mhm.
the city that I think we accidentally doomed, about Rowan. I've got nothing. I have nothing. I know nothing. I have no ideas.
Where's... I hate to say this, but kind of wish we had Kato here to bounce ideas off of.
I wish we had a lot of people here.
Agreed.
Fly
don't.
towards Rowan. And I point at the city because I don't know where you guys left her. I just know she's there somewhere.
Let's see if she even is there anymore.
Yeah, we can't just talk about it. We should at least be moving towards it. A goal's a goal, even if we don't have it all figured out yet. It's fine.
Thought we
Well,
just decided that flying towards the city was a bad idea right now.
We could try to
Yes,
fog cloud
as-
us so we look like a cloud.
As Athos has correctly pointed out, we would have to fly right over the aforementioned Dragon Queen. Which, now, something we have not considered is that... And this is also... I'm going to already say that this is a bad idea. I'm
that
going
we
to
helped
preface
her.
this with this saying that this is a bad idea. Technically, we're the reason she was able to assume this power.
Are you saying
Yeah,
ally
Let's
with the
barter
dragon?
with her. I like it.
I'm not saying ally with her. I'm saying barter for safe passage with her.
Perfect. Let's go.
I already
And
said
I
I knew it
point
was a
again.
dumb idea. I just felt like it needed to be stated that technically we're the reason she was able to be here in the first place. And maybe we can try and leverage that to at least get ourselves close enough to try and find Rowan and get out.
I think it's a great idea.
I just looked to Athos as like you, just like
he's kind of looking at Vanya right now of like this slack-jawed, are you fucking kidding me?
I guess it's
I'd like
just
to tell you
face
that it
palming
was.
right
I would like to tell both of you that it's the stupidest thing I have done in my life, but I really don't think it is. So
Athos hasn't quite gotten a good taste of our brand of stupid yet.
Yeah.
now. Oh, he's getting there.
you thought Ray was stupid. You haven't met Vanya yet.
He says like, so I've dealt with cultists of Tiamat in the past, and if there's anything I've learned, it's those that believe Tiamat owes them for something never last long.
You're probably
And if
right.
if she
Yeah.
has acquired something, it's because she was devious enough to take it for herself, not because it was
And-
given to her by someone else.
Saying we gave her the power, I'm saying we unlocked a door. She threw it open.
the door was always there. She was waiting for the chance to go through.
Maybe if we just ask her nicely.
Oh God.
Work. I know that's not a good idea. I know that one's not gonna work.
Ask Tiamat.
I haven't met any of her cultists, but I know my cultists, and I know my patron, and I know that neither of those things would work.
I don't even have to. Pretty sure I don't even have to make a religion check to know how bad of an idea that is.
Listen, I never said it was a good idea. I said that it was a bad idea. That I just wanted to throw out there in our list of options.
So please tell me you got some plan in that brain of yours, if there even is a brain.
Well, I mean, my plan was just head back to the city and keep being a prisoner. But now that there's a bunch of dragons out there, I don't know if that's the best course of action anymore.
We're also having that thought.
How are you gonna head back to the city?
Oh, I was just gonna teleport back.
Okay, I got it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Is your plan now we all teleport to the city?
Yeah.
Again,
Didn't
also
we
not our
just
worst
say
idea.
that was not a good idea?
Oh
Like
man.
before he went to see the goblins?
At least we can also with the goblins.
I think it's a great idea. We'll teleport to the city, walk outside, and find Rowan. And then we'll just figure out our next step.
That sounds like a plan that you would really need to have the second part of the plan figured out before you
Mhm.
start.
Nah, sometimes once you're over there, things are like, oh, I see, I can do this now instead.
True, but
do
it
agree.
would still not be a terrible idea to have a secondary, basically a way out before we even consider going in.
If we don't have a way past the demons and things, we get caught and go to jail, and then we break out of jail and go past the demons.
I think it's safe
Part-
to say that if we go into that city again, we're not coming out.
And part of this plan, in my mind, to even pull it off would require Athos being at least at all comfortable sitting in this chair.
Why would I have a problem sitting in the chair?
Oh, because you're gonna connect to it, and then you have, you know,
It's very particular about who sits in the chair.
Is it? I was able to sit in the chair just fine.
so long as you don't mind the expansion of your senses to the entire ship.
Okay. I mean... Okay. I guess... I can try it out.
I don't understand what that has to do with your plan.
Oh, you have access to a teleport, right?
Yeah, I'd have to upcast it a little bit, but yes, I have teleport.
Means he could just use this as the focus.
He teleport the entire ship straight into the city?
Whoa, teleport the entire ship.
Theoretically.
I don't think I can do that.
I don't know what this ship can do, and I don't know what powerful magic can do, so I'm just gonna keep asking questions.
I know a plane shift works with it.
Plane shift never let us direct.
So I don't see why a teleport wouldn't.
Well, I mean, I can only teleport X amount of people. I guess technically I can teleport an object as well, but the ship is way too big.
Joe, what were you saying?
I was just saying that plane shift didn't work very well earlier. When we teleported, it brought us to the general vicinity, not right where we needed to be, so plane shift wasn't the greatest option.
Is this Mike saying that it might not be possible, or just Athos doesn't fucking know?
Athos doesn't know that magic in this ship work weird. He doesn't know that you can cast the spell through the ship and teleport the whole ship. He thinks you're trying to tell him to teleport the ship.
Okay, you are familiar with the way a plane shift works, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can do the same thing through this as you would any other spellcasting focus.
And it would
That's
make
why I
it
don't-
affect the ship.
And everyone on it.
Oh, okay. I think I understand what you're saying now. Like, if I'm like connected to the ship kind of acts as like a magical anchor that I cast the spell into, and then everybody connected to the ship is under the effect of the spell, including the ship.
See, you're getting there. You're getting there.
Well, yeah, you just have to explain this to me. Like, tell me to teleport a ship. I can't fucking do that. I don't know it's like a special magic ship that has that ability.
I'm sorry, you're right. We should have led with that. This is a weird ass ship.
Yeah, sorry. It is weird. To be fair, we used to have the help of an elder brain. You know, he died. Rip.
I miss System. Still not entirely
We had
convinced
a
he wasn't going to betray us at some point, but I still miss him.
You just see
I mean, we have
another slackjaw looking at you. You talk about your friend, the Elder Brain.
Speaking of, we have a chunk of his brain, like, on one of the lower decks. So,
Okay.
you know.
I don't think that's helping the situation.
I don't think that's helping the situation either. I think we should maybe just jump forward with the let Athos control the ship and try to teleport us and the ship just into the city, or very, very close to it.
He's been here for like an hour, and he probably already thinks we're just doomed.
Oh no, we're doomed. I've been pretty convinced of that since we showed up at the outside of the city. There was a giant war going on, and the people that we thought we were going to contact for help are also not in this city.
You know, I've fully accepted that y'all are just gonna lead me to my death. Eventually.
We're in this ship because of you. We didn't lead you anywhere. You're the reason we were coming back to Vasselheim in the first place. I would have happily just gone back to Zephyra and ignored the rest of the world for a while. I don't think it would have let me, but I would have tried.
It's a fair point.
Would this count as a short rest? Can Saga hit dice?
Yeah, I'd say if you guys are like if you're sitting here for another like half hour, I would say that would be enough for a short rest. Even if you are kind of like having this discussion, I'll allow it.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like we should
Alright.
take a rest.
Yeah. Yeah, we can like take a short rest and like if we're gonna proceed with this plan, I will equate Athos to all the systems that are rattling around in my brain.
Okay. Yeah, this is a weird ship.
Shit.
Alright, so you guys sit there and take a short rest. Anyone that would like to roll hit dice can. And
Please.
Does my ability with Watcher extend to hit dice? Because it just says any dice rolled to determine the hit points I regain.
you know, that is a great question. Let me double check the wording on that.
Says just says to treat any dice rolled to determine the hit points you regain as having rolled their maximum value.
Right. Yeah, I mean, technically, I guess, yeah. You get
Yeah, it
max.
sounds like it would work that way.
Yeah, you get max hit dice. Thanks to your familiar.
The best dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. I rolled so low. That's 4 ones. Jeez.
While we're doing that, I'm gonna harness some divine power to get at least a third level slot back.
Sure.
Just so we have at least one sending in our back pocket.
Some more arrows out of the back while I'm thinking about it. Puts them down to like 5 on my person.
This now makes me just wonder if anybody in the clergy, like the Axiom knows, could still feasibly have been still kicking around still.
$50.
Could I also roll monk hit dice since they're separate?
Yeah, you can roll as many hit dice as you want.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So while you guys are doing that, Rowan.
I'm awake this time.
Yes, you are. So, Rowan, you're sitting on this barge. You're passing the time as you try to keep your mind from wandering by doing some sea shanties in your brain. However, you find that the sea shanties don't give you any solace or joy to keep your mind off of the dour situation you find yourself in.
I was rejected by everyone.
Yep. And after a immeasurable amount of time, you find that you notice the barge starting to drift towards shore, and you see what looks to be some kind of dock that juts out from the shore into the river that the barge is traveling on.
Is there anybody on the dock?
There is not.
Is there anybody on the shore?
Go ahead and make a perception check with your +0 modifier, so just a straight D20 roll.
Heck yeah. Roll 1, D20. 13.
Alright. Nobody on the dock. On the shore, you see a couple figures kind of passing around, kind of hunched over figures. You can't quite make out what they are. Not sure if humanoid, but they are bipedal. And as you're watching these strange kind of hunched over figures, you feel a strange sensation as the barge starts to tip over, and you and all the other gray worm people are just kind of thrown off the barge, sliding off into onto the dock.
Oh god, okay, I thought we were just getting dumped into the river.
You do see a couple of the worms kind of bounce off the dock and fall into the waters below. where you hear their sad moaning turn into wild screams as they are as they frantically try to like keep afloat, but eventually disappear below the inky black water.
Cool. Okay,
Yeah.
definitely don't go in the water.
And you watch as the worms slowly start making their way off of the dock towards the wasteland, where you see there are several archways of crumbling stone that kind of flank this rough dirt path that leads off away from the river.
Do I have a better view of those bipedal figures now that
You
we're
do not. You do
on?
not.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm not going off alone, so I guess I'll stick with my worm horde.
All right. So you stick with your worm horde, as you say.
So I gotta find Joy somewhere, okay?
And as this horde of gray worm people start making their way, you see these arched figures, these hunched over figures, start kind of making their way towards you. Not you specifically, but towards the horde.
The horde.
Yep. And as they get closer, you can see they are these kind of emaciated, purple-skinned looking old ladies
Ooh.
who with kind of dirty black hair over their kind of raggy clothing.
Make sure there are
And
other worms between me and the creepy old ladies.
yeah, for sure. And you can hear these old ladies bickering to one another. One commenting, was like, "Oh, looks like the catch is quite nice this time." Another one's just like, "That's right. We'll be able to live off these for a while."
Oh god.
And you watch as the old women start wading into the mass of worms, and one by one starts kind of picking up the worms and shoving them into a small bag that is not big enough to hold the worms, and yet the worms disappear within the bag.
Oh no. There's nowhere to go. I'm a worm.
Now, if you would like, you can either make a stealth check with your -1, or a performance check to avoid suspicion with your -4.
Wow. A -4 to avoid suspicion as a worm amongst worms?
Yep.
I guess I'll try and... Alright, don't fail me now being sneaky beaky when I'm not, and I'm a worm. You said -1.
-1 on that stealth check.
I can totally do this. This is what I live for. Fuck. No. Oh no. I'm gonna die again.
Oh, look at this one over here.
And slap her with my worm tail.
She's trying very hard to escape notice. And you see one of these women come waddling their way over to you.
Waddle away from her.
You do have a bite attack that you could use if you want to try and bite this woman.
Yes, I'll try and bite
It is 1d20 plus 1 to attack.
1d20. Oh god. Oh, that's an equal sign. Hang on. Plus 1. Alright, here we go.
Nice. All right. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh my god. That's
So
perfect.
go ahead and roll 2d4 minus 1 for damage.
Oh, this is. That's perfect. That's
All
everything
right.
I wanted and more.
So 2 points of damage. Half to 1 point of damage because she is resistant
My worm bite.
to your worm bite. And she says, "Ooh,
No.
this one has some fight to her. She'll make a tasty morsel."
I don't want to be here anymore. I hate every second of this. Oh god. I'm guessing I can't bite her again.
No, you cannot bite her.
I glare angrily in
Yeah.
worm form and wail at her angrily in worm form.
The woman says, one of the other old ladies was like, maybe, as much as I would love to pick apart such a feisty creature, perhaps this is what the Grey Lord meant. Perhaps we should take this one to the Grey Lord. To which the one that is holding you aloft now, about to stuff you in her bag, says like, "No, I found this one. The Grey Lord can find his own plaything." To which the third woman says like, Now, he has been very helpful to us since his arrival. We should thank him for his help. I think this is something he would find quite interesting." You can see the woman holding you grumbles, but being outvoted by her sisters, eventually gives in, and they kind of throw you off the side of the trail, and start picking through the rest of the worm people. Make sure they get their bags nice and full. Anything you would like to do while they are currently looking elsewhere?
Um, I mean, there's nowhere for me to go, correct? Like, it's just
It is
gray as far as the eye
barren
can see.
wasteland in every direction.
Yeah, okay, cool. Do I have any recollection in my me brain of the Grey Lord?
You have never heard of such a creature.
Okay, cool. I guess I will just try to make myself not, meek and wormy so that I don't get eaten.
Okay.
there's not much else for me to do with the worm. So, yep.
So, the old women finish their harvest, and they come over and they pick you up and start dragging you along the path as the worms continue to kind of migrate, but they are much slower than your small group. and you can see there is a section you eventually catch up to where where there are more worms that are kind of standing, well, not standing, but like sitting, like they're in line for something. And the women continue to walk past them, ignoring their line.
How far
And
does their line go?
it goes for quite some distance.
Okay, so I don't see what they're actually waiting for.
No.
Okay.
But you eventually come to a point, because these women are following the line, where the line splits off into 3 distinct avenues. One to the left, one to the right, and one center. The old women kind of walk over the worms that are waiting in the line to the right, and start heading parallel to the center line, which you do notice the center line is not as packed as the other 2 lines are.
Okay.
And the line leads through several more of these kind of stone archways before eventually arriving at a decrepit-looking castle made out of some kind of gray stone, whether it's granite or just another stone that has lost all color. And the old women continue to drag you through. You can see there are several specters, ghosts, kind of moving around this castle. A lot of them are basically acting kind of like bouncers to these worms that are waiting in line.
This castle's like a really exclusive club, is what you're telling me?
Except it's like a club that nobody wants to be there.
Oh. Alright.
And you eventually come to a great big open door where the line ends. And the bouncers, the ghost bouncers, kind of wave the old woman through. And for the first time, you see someone who is not a worm, as you see kind of a humanoid standing there. He looks like at one point he might have been a minstrel, covered in colorful clothing. However, his clothes have been devoid of all color. He's now just a series of different shades of gray. And he's trying to play music. However, you can tell that the music, there's just like no heart to it. There's no feeling to the music. And you hear a voice yell, it's like, "Stop! Stop, stop, that's pitiful. This is the best that you can do? Get him out of my sight." And you see 2 of these ghost bouncers come up and drag the minstrel away, and as he leaves the throne room, he turns back into a worm. This entire time you're kind of like laying on what you could call your back.
I'm just all back.
Because the old ladies have just been dragging you.
Mhm.
So you don't see who is speaking. And the voice says, "All right, you 3 there. Why have you come to me now? Have you brought me something to end my perpetual boredom? And they say, yes, your lord, we think we might have found someone who's very feisty, someone that can be of some interest to you. And with that, the women kind of plop your wormy body in front of them, and now you see at the far end of the throne room there is a large throne, a large chair sitting there, made of the same gray stone that the rest of the castle is made out of. And you see sitting on that throne is Amu.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
you know what? You know what? Ed? You know what? You can just take my worm body and slice me in two. You know what? I'm so fucking over this.
And you have the issue of now there's two of you.
Oh my god! Now I'm trapped here without anyone else. I'm all alone with him. He's so annoying. God.
All right.
Good job, Mike.
So
You
we-
broke Tori.
Yep. We will cut back to the rest of the party, who just finished their short rest. So Shilk, during the short rest, you were inspecting Zariel's sword.
Oh no.
So this sword is an artifact called the Blade of Avernus. This longsword functions exactly like a Vorpal sword. So it is a +3 sword that's when you roll a natural 20 on the die, you sever a creature's head unless the creature has legendary actions or doesn't have a head, then you just do a shit ton of extra damage on the critical hit. Additionally, the sword has some random properties to it, which, if you want, we could either keep the same ones that Zariel had, or roll for new ones, if you decide to attune to the sword. The sword also has additional features. It has 2 additional features. The first one is called Ruler of Avernus. As an action, you can point this sword at one devil that you can see within 60 feet of you. That devil must succeed on a DC 22 Charisma save, or be charmed by you for 1 hour. While charmed in this way, the devil follows your orders to the best of its ability. As normal, if you command the devil to do something it would perceive as suicidal, the charming effect will end and you can no longer use this ability on that devil. The other ability is called Infernal Recall. As an action, you can use the sword to cast the Word of Recall spell. All creatures transported by this spell appear in an unoccupied space within 30 feet of the current ruler of Avernus.
Oh my god.
And then I will, I'll take a picture of this and send it to you so you can write all that down if you decide to attune to it.
I definitely think I'm attuning to it.
All right. Just a reminder, it is a long sword, so this is not a finesse weapon. Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure. All right. So you have to take at least 2 levels of monk if you want it to be finesse.
I assume keeping the luck blade.
More monks, more monks.
Wait, why 2 levels?
Because that's when you get the monk weapon ability, which turns a weapon that you're already proficient in into a monk
Dedicated
weapon.
weapons.
Yeah, the
Oh,
dedicated
no.
weapon is what it's called. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
Saga's crying, but she's actually not, but I am.
That's hilarious.
One of us. One of us.
I could work some monk into this build.
One of us.
And then you
One
just
of
become
us,
completely
one of
broken.
us.
One
Then
of
you can
us.
become Tori.
You can also be Tori.
Yeah. So did you want to roll for those random properties, or do you want to just take the ones that Sario had?
Well, I don't know what one she had, so I think it will be fun to just roll for it.
Okay. Well, let
If
me.
anything, Shulk's good at is randomly generating things on the table. So if I roll
Shulk and
It's
random
true.
is always
Active
fun.
Alley, give
I like the
any
chaos
option-
aspect of this. Let's go.
Yeah,
All
any
right,
option
hold
that
on.
is chaos or predetermined, you don't even need to ask the question.
All
This is-
chaos.
And it could be a monk
chaos.
weapon for me, though, because I am proficient. Anyway, it's fine.
That is also true. It could just be something
So-
Saga could use, but too
It's
late.
okay. No, it's fine. I don't want an evil demon sword anyway. I'm
I
kind
was
of.
gonna say
My whole thing is killing
would
them
be a-
or power
an interesting choice.
Plus, I don't think she'd want to keep the weapon that took her head off.
them.
Yeah.
On the contrary.
I was gonna say, honestly, that's
That
just a
might be
power
why
move.
she wants it.
This is the sword that decapitated me. You want to know why I have it now?
It's a really good starter. It's a really good icebreaker. You want to know how I got these scars?
This fucking sword right here.
All right.
Okay, sorry, I was just trying to find the page.
Oh, you good? You good? You good?
All right, so it's two minor beneficial properties. So we'll start with that.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll those. It's
2d100.
Yeah, 2d100.
Oh boy.
Wow. All right.
Super high, super low.
All right. So, that's pretty fitting. I'm gonna say so for the 2, you gain proficiency in one skill of the DM's choice while attuned to this blade. I'm gonna just go ahead and say intimidation if you're not already.
Fair. That's fair. I'm
Yep.
not already, so.
Yep.
well,
So there you go. You got intimidation now.
I'm
And-
charismatic too. This works well.
Yep. And then while attuned to the artifact, you also gain a +1 bonus to your AC.
Oh my. Okay.
All right.
So he's even harder to hit.
Yep.
I'm not that hard to hit. This brings me at AC 18.
Oh, good. So you're one higher than me.
Yeah.
One
All right.
Very
Everybody's pretty much 17.
And then go ahead and
he's
roll
16.
another D100 for the major beneficial property.
Ooh.
58. All right. So that you can use an action to cast one 4th level spell of the DM's choice. After you cast it, you roll a D6. On a 1 to 5 on that roll, you can't cast the spell until the next dawn. So if you keep rolling 6s, you can keep casting that spell. I will let you know what I decide on the 4th level spell that you can cast.
Sure.
And then now, it's also got one major detrimental property. Go ahead and roll that D100.
Here's where the chaos comes.
Yep. Alright, 14. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, God.
When you first attune to the artifact, it gives you a quest determined by the DM. You must complete this quest as if affected by the Gaia spell. Once you complete the quest, you are no longer affected by this property.
Oh no.
Hell
Amazing.
yes!
This isn't even a detriment, guys. Let's fucking
Yeah,
It's
honestly,
true,
I'm
but-
okay with it at this point. Let's go.
go. Shulk just like attunes and then goes, I have an
Guys.
idea.
Guys, I got a plan.
2 hours ago when we were like, guys, what should we do? What was our plan? What did we need to do?
Alright,
Oh my
cool.
God.
Works out. Works perfectly.
Well, now knowing that, I feel like we should probably end the session here so that I can figure out what quest Shilk suddenly has.
And
I
what
can't
spell he
wait
gets.
until next week to deal with
Oh boy.
Guys, I don't think this could have gone any better.
Yeah, this all seems like
yeah,
a win
it's
to
true.
me.
It's pretty good.
a win for all of you.
And on
Yeah.
that note, I will
We
end the stream here.
do we gain a level?
No.
Damn it.
Well,
I don't know. I feel like we should. We just beat an Archduke.
Yes. After what happened to Rowan though. So
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'll you know what, you guys needed a kind of goal for your next level up last time with the escaping hell. I'll give you a goal for this time too. You'll get your next level up when Rowan rejoins the party. Yeah. So
That could
there you
either be
go.
like the start of next session or 3 weeks down the line.
Yep.
Or never.
Or never, depending if I get Amu mad enough.
I
that
mean,
he
our
just slices
plans. I
my
mean,
head
come
off.
on. We are so good at planning. But on that note, we will end the stream here so we can discuss this afterwards. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Good night.
Right.
Mhm.